By 2026, let's be real. AI isn't just going to be another tool on campus. It's going to be fundamental to everything we do. How we teach, how we learn, how we research. And that raises a massive, critical question for every single university. As we bring in this incredibly powerful tech, who is actually calling the shots? I mean, think about it. Is it your IT department? Is it the academic leadership? Or is it the huge tech companies whose platforms are, let's face it, becoming completely essential? This question of control, it's not just some technical detail. It's one of the most urgent, strategic conversations happening in education right now.
To really get to the heart of this, we need to talk about a key idea that basically frames this whole debate, and that idea is digital sovereignty. Now, digital sovereignty is way, way more than just asking, hey, where are our servers located? It's about having the real power to shape how technology is designed, how it's operated, and how it's governed based on your own principles. In this case, the core academic mission of a public university.
This shows us that sovereignty isn't just a simple yes or no question. It's a really complex strategic choice. You have to ask, who are we trying to be sovereign from? Big tech, maybe other countries, and what are we trying to achieve? Is the goal to compete in some global AI race, or is it to protect our educational values from getting steamrolled by commercial interests? These are the really crucial trade-offs we have to consider.
So, what happens when a university doesn't have this sovereignty? Well, you get a really serious dilemma, a constant tug-of-war between dependence and freedom. This quote from the University of Amsterdam just nails it. When outside companies are in control of the digital campus, academic freedom itself is put in chains. The very environment where teaching and research are supposed to flourish is no longer truly the university's own.
And look, these are not just abstract fears. Fontys University in the Netherlands, they laid out these exact problems. Commercial AI tools were creating a system where some students got better access than others, budgets were exploding, and trying to comply with GDPR was a total nightmare. And for educators, it meant they were losing control over the very tools they needed to teach.
But okay, this isn't all doom and gloom. That same institution in the Netherlands, Fontys, didn't just complain. They decided to build a solution, a real, tangible way to take back control. They built something called a governed gateway. You can think of it in 3 simple layers. First, for the user, it looks like any other chat interface. But, and this is key, it makes you consciously pick an AI model so you're aware of what you're using. Then in the middle, the gateway itself is like the brains of the operation. It enforces all the university's rules about data, access, and cost. And behind it all, you've got a curated library of AI models, some commercial, some open source, all pre-approved by the university. And the mission here is absolutely crucial. The goal isn't to block powerful AI. It's to deliver it in a way that is sovereign, that is accountable, and that actually aligns with the university's public mission. This gateway becomes the one single controlled path, making sure the institution, not some outside vendor, gets the final say. And here's why this gateway model is such a game changer. Just look at the comparison. If you go with straight-up commercial subscriptions, you have very low control, and costs can go wild. Consortium deals are a bit better, but still just medium. But the gateway architecture, it gives you high control, sustainable costs, and this is huge for educators, high pedagogical flexibility. It puts the institution, not the vendor, back in the driver's seat of its own AI strategy. You know, the most important lesson that came out of this Fontys pilot wasn't really about the technology. It was the realization that just writing code isn't enough. You absolutely need governance. This was the key takeaway from the whole project. AI is no longer just another IT support service, like email or Wi-Fi. It is now a core strategic function that is literally shaping the future of teaching and research. And a change that big demands a completely new kind of leadership. So who manages this new strategic function? The report proposes a brand new role, the AI officer. And this isn't just another job title you give to the IT director. No, this is a dedicated position that acts as a bridge between the technology, the governance, and the educational mission. Their entire job is to make sure AI serves the university's values and not the other way around. And ultimately, all of this leads to a much bigger idea. This whole conversation isn't just about managing the risks of AI, it's about actively, consciously shaping the future of education itself.
This final quote from the report makes such a powerful point. The way a university governs its own technology has to reflect the values it teaches in the classroom. I mean, if we expect our students to be ethical and transparent, then the university's own systems have to live up to that exact same standard. You have to practice what you preach.
So, as we wrap this up, we want to leave you with this one question. AI isn't coming anymore, it is here, right now, on every campus. The real question for 2026 and beyond is this: who is formally responsible for it at your institution? Because if the answer is, I don't know, or even worse, no one, then you've already given up control.